What the Buddha Taught by Walpola Rahula. Walpola Rahula. Did I say that right? Buddhism is quite opposed to the melancholic, sorrowful, penitent, and gloomy attitude of mind, which is considered a hindrance to the realization of truth. On the other hand, it is interesting to remember here that joy, pitte, is one of the 7 bodhjamgas, are factors of illumination. It is essential. The essential qualities to being cultivated for the realization of nirvana. For these 7 factors of illumination, you gotta wait till the chapter on meditation. And so this first chapter, as we've seen, is called the 4 Noble Truths. The first noble truth, dukkha, and I've given it its title because of the phrase Cattari Ariyasaccani. And so there were originally 18 schools of Buddhism, and the surviving one is called the Theravada. And we can look at this as analogous to Theravada. Yeah, Theravada. We can look at this as analogous to what happened with the Catholic to the Orthodox. Now, the Orthodox, in terms of their sects, it's possible that possibly even before Buddhism, what Buddhism arose out of, that there were other groups. I am not sure what the evidence comes to in this regard, because we definitely have differences of opinion and information. But the information that we're looking at is Buddhism formed in this conference, right? And they formed the 3 groups of, you had the 3 baskets, as they're called, and then schools naturally arose out of that. But they've been much more honest, I would say, than the Christians in terms of once they had it, I don't think they've really been changing it or trying to change, the base of their faith. The King James Version of the Bible is based on different Greek and Latin manuscripts than the Catholics and the have in their Vulgate, and the Greeks have in that revision of the Bible after Constantine, where they added so many more mentions of Christ and such. They added Christ more, so by the time things were done, you had 100 more mentions of Christ, and the Orthodox, they stuck to that. I think the later editions added 30 more, so there's 70 more added after the Constantine later in the century, about 370, and then the Orthodox Church says, this is our Bible, what happened in the 370s, this is our text, these are our traditions that we recite, so this is what's being said here. And the Buddhists may have put things in different languages, may have tried to revive things in Sanskrit and such, but I see a lot more honest process than what happens in Christianity and even Judaism. And I'm not sure what else can be said in that regard, but certainly one of the things that's behind any group, and I guess some people have to add Buddhism, you can have a lot more people as Buddhist, possibly even making Buddhism, at least at one point in modern history, could have been regarded as the biggest religion. Well, if it's not a religion and it's a philosophy, then Buddhism has been mixed into Confucianism, which again I guess was a type of philosophy. So Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism kind of form a blend in some places. Other modes of worship and stuff form a blend. And Buddhism, of course, absorbs the misassociation and with God. And I guess there could be a monotheist Buddhist group at some point, but the worship of saints and all that other stuff comes in, but not all of what happens in an area you can say is Buddhist. Like Japan, are we talking Shinto or Buddhist? Sometimes it becomes a new form of Buddhism, sometimes it's separate. So let's try to take things back, if we possibly can, to Buddhi Yoga.